Hey YouTube folks, welcome to another video. And after many requests, guys, today I'm going to face StockFish here on the Lichess website. That's right, with the highest level that Lichess offers. This computer, which is level 8, okay? So, as you can see up there on the little clock, it's StockFish level 8. Let's test how this is going to work because this program is really strong. I don't know exactly what its rating is at level 8 here on the Lichess website, okay? But since you guys asked a lot today, I'm going to make this video for you. So, without further delay, let's get straight to this match now. Alright guys, so I'm here with the white pieces. And I'm going to start here with e4. Because the Grob challenge is over in the Grob, right? Because here you can't play the Grob because it's going to be a serious problem if you start with e4. So I'm already way behind. Especially because it's StockFish, right? I'm playing against the incredible StockFish. Okay, I'll play bishop to b5 or Rui Lopez, targeting this knight, which isn't a problem. Against this, I go back to playing the closed variation, right? Bishop to b5. Then he played knight to f6, touch b5, maybe he can take here too. It depends on StockFish's preference, play bishop to b3. And it's a longer time control game, right? I'm not sure if he uses it all the time. I don't think so. I'll play this to defend here. And now, d6. Maybe he'll play rook d6 on the board. In this position, I play c3. We're still within the theories of the Rui Lopez, so we can bring the bishop back here when he plays the knight to f5. Then he castled. Now I'll play the line with d3, which isn't the most popular, okay? In this position, I think the most popular move is to play d4, but I'm going to play with d3, creating this structure, which is a good structure. And here, I play bishop to c2, so he can't break my pair of bishops. I'll move the knight to g3. And start coming up with my attacks. Right? You came up with some wild ideas there, okay? He returned knight c6, muy bueno, knight f1 to g3. And I enjoy playing these variations like knight h2 or f4. I'm going to play this one. He played h6, right? Okay, he's playing a little bit. He prevented some jumps here, maybe a bit passive. Yes, I dare say that. I'm going to play with h3 now, right? h3 knight to h2, and I can play an f4. An interesting plan. Knight to h4 doesn't work since he can capture, and the bishop creates a discovered attack, right? He's trying to break through the center, right? Is he making this move? So I'm going to move the queen away from these threats. Now, if he advances the knight to h2, to play f4, okay? He moved rook to b8, likely planning to advance. If I advance, that square is open for him. That could be interesting, to be honest. If I play bishop e3, he can play that one, right? Then he threatens to advance and attacks the bishop. Play knight h2 now, and he plays b4. So I can't progress further, since if I take the knight on d4, right? Although I still can, right? Keep the knight on d4, move queen to d1, then figure things out, right? I'll play knight to h2 then. I think that makes sense. I actually want to play with f4 and open the f4 file, okay? He played a5 there, maybe to play a b4. And now I can play f4, which is what I wanted. 4 f5, knight to g4, then try to undermine his position there. Knight to g4 is also a possibility. Now, 4 is riskier, but that's the move, right? That's the move. I'll play this. He advanced and played here. And now, what do? I ask myself, Joe. Moving forward is a possibility, right? I'm going to move forward. I'm advancing. He's really going to take it, right? He takes with the pawn, then some b4s may come to open the position. He already played this. Straightforward, straightforward. I can advance, pawn takes pawn, and knight to b4. It's annoying, right? I could just ignore it. He takes, I take, life goes on. Knight to g4, I think I'll play. I threaten to take bishop with queen to g4, king to h8. Then I start having knight to h5. Shall we attack StockFish then? Of course, this level here, the maximum level that Lichess provides, isn't the engine's maximum level, right? It's probably not even close to that because the engine, even at its maximum level there, is around 3,400, right? It's something out of the ordinary. I'll take it here. You're going to take it with the queen. With the queen, really? I don't think it's with the bishop. Now I play this one. Against this one. I think. He's going to play king h8 anyway, and then I can play knight h5. Well, I'll play this one. I'm a bit worried here because the computers are way ahead, right? They use their calculating tricks. Okay, now I'll play knight h5. I'll move here. And queen h5 to make a totally crazy sacrifice. Knight h5. The move is interesting here, right? Is knight h5 possible? It seems like that's the move, right? But I'm still missing the piece for the attack. Bishop to b3. I considered attacking the pawn, but then left this one unprotected. He could eventually take pawn for pawn here, right? But I don't know which is better. I'll play this one. He's going to defend anyway, right? Maybe defend like this. And now he has a threat here. Knight to h5 isn't a direct threat either, right? Queen to h5, threatening the bishop on h6, pawn takes pawn. But that rook takes a while to come back, right? To get back into the game. And this one isn't even participating yet. Are you fighting? Horse h5. I'm not fully convinced by horse h5. He could also play g6, right? It doesn't totally convince me, no. And now? I'm unsure if themed plays work. For him to advance, I'd be happy to lock down that whole center. I'd be very happy, but if I play, he takes. He runs for it. But the knight is holding everything there, right? I'm not sure yet how I'll proceed. Bishop to d2, pawn takes pawn. Bishop takes b4 would be good for me, right? Bishop to d2 and pawn takes pawn. I could even do pawn takes pawn, but he has a rook on the 7th, right? Ah, no, I messed up. Bishop to d2, pawn takes pawn takes pawn. Then he has to play b4. I can try to block it again. Bishop to d2 with the idea of bringing the rooks in. How do I continue the attack, right? Here it's also interesting because it puts pressure there, right? Now that I'm seeing queen h5 puts pressure on the little pawn on f7. There are some threats here as well. And I get away from the pinned pawn theme with queen h5. Right. Queen h5. I'm not considering infinity since the other moves were unclear too. He touched the pawn and threatened here. That move was really unusual, right? That move of his was really unusual. I think so. He defended himself, right? Now I can play this. I'm missing a key piece in this attack. How can I bring in my pieces? This one looks so good. Knight to h1 f2, then g4. Honestly, I liked this plan. Knight to h1, knight to f2. Knight to g4, I play here. I play here on h6, which is one of the themes. I don't see such a direct counterplay for him. Now. It takes me 2 more moves to finish my idea here, right? Did you play this one? That's interesting. I can play this one now. Knight to f2 and pawn takes pawn. That's for pony. He's sort of resisting my ideas, right? Or even if pawn takes pawn? If I play pawn takes pawn now. No, I can't do that one, right? Pawn captures. He can also advance. No, but if he advances, I play bishop to b3, right? Pawn takes pawn. If he advances, I can even take here, then no. If I play pawn takes pawn, he'll respond the same and then keep advancing. d3, pawn takes pawn, knight f2, d3. Well, I've got some of mine here, right? I'm getting forked here. This will definitely cause me trouble. If I take now, he captures with the knight and becomes strong, right? Have you found the counterplay? Everything's fine with the problem. Knight f2, pawn takes, bishop takes. Pawn takes pawn, pawn takes pawn. Then after that, I have to move the bishop back. I can move my knight to g4 if I play knight to f2. He'll take here, right? I won't take with the knight. He moved back because he is... Now I play knight to g4. I think he should have played pawn takes pawn, right? But it's a strong engine, right? If I play this, what does he want to do? He wants to play bishop g5, right? But can I take it? When he takes with the queen, I take here. Knight to g4 on the board. All my idea, right? Now I'm threatening some violent sacrifices here. Wow, what did he do? Hey, g8. I can sacrifice here, can I? Bishop to h6 done. Check. f8. And everything works out, right? And everything works out. I take, he takes. If I take with the queen, he plays bishop g7. Bishop g7. Against bishop g7, queen h5 again. I'm not getting anything here with any advance, right? I take, he takes. I play this one. Again, I take, he takes. Queen takes bishop on g7, queen to h5. Wouldn't it be interesting if I played something like f6? My rook is missing here. Now he's threatening a pawn trade, and the bishop is exposed, right? StockFish, your tricks. Bishop takes. If I take, he takes, then I take with the bishop. The king remains trapped, but his bishop always defends everything there, right? So I take with the bishop, pawn for knight check, king to f8, and I don't see how I'm going to proceed. It looks like he's defending himself, right? Bishop takes pawn, takes queen. Attacking the bishop on f6, then he plays bishop to g7. Bishop to g7, queen to h5, and how is it? I'm going to attack now. It's not good, obviously, right? I'm going to have to take here, pawn for pawn, to ease the tension a bit here. I'll take here. Pawn for pawn. Now I need a good plan since he'll have a strong passed pawn. Play bishop to a4, hit the knight on c6 there. And I have to find bishop to a4. He's threatening to advance, right? Gained some time here. This bishop also wasn't doing much. I liked this. He gained. Now I can take it. He takes it. I'll have to bring the towers. Take here. He will take with the rook e now. Bishop d2 or rook f1. There's tension here. Pawn takes pawn. He'll probably respond the same way, right? I can't play an e5. Pawn takes pawn. He played rook takes. So I feel good here? Pawn takes pawn. If he takes with the pawn, I can play e5 maybe. I can't take directly since the rook is hanging, but I need to ease this tension. Pawn takes pawn. Will he take it? With this one? Can I push forward? Oh, okay, he took with the rook after all. He captured with the rook. And now? An interesting position, right? Bishop over. It doesn't work well since the rook now controls the basket too. Moves like this don't work well because he can take, right? Knight f2, rook h4. Yeah, escaping, engines and their tricks. What can you do if he's that good and comes down, right? This rook has to get into the game, so I need to get rid of this bishop. That's the theme right now. But how, right? But in what way? It seems like a strong move too. The problem is that the pawn falls too, right? He played based on the pawn theme. If I took the knight to d5, right? It would be top-notch because the rook here prevents his bishop from defending this square. What am I going to do? Now, I have to rearrange my pieces, right? It would be great if it worked, but he takes it, right? There's nothing I can do here. So if I take, he takes, I take, he takes. I check and there's nothing there. Attention. You have to defend this square here for knight f2, just keeping it humble, and play bishop e3. Since the attack started, he defended everything, right? Okay, that was the move I was waiting for. Now I play here with bishop e3. He's going to move the rook back, right? But, oh, he played that one. But what's that, my friend? Here you go. Jackfish, can you see that far ahead? If I take here, I'll have problems, right? He'll keep the initiative with a pair of bishops. Wow, he made me tempted. Now, if I take, he'll capture with the pawn. Should I move a rook to h6? But this is really crazy, isn't it? If I take, he takes. He's going to promote that pawn. Take, he takes. I advance. Is that right? Is that right, Arnaldo? Bye. Should I take it? I'll take it, right? If he has his traps, good luck. Isn't it risky to take it here? I can tell he's going to take it. With the pawn to rook h6, the problems start here with the pawn on e4. I took it. I took that roasted rook. Don't look at the teeth. Is FIH bluffing with me? But FIH is bluffing. Now, I'm going to urgently bring the other rook. I could play e5 now. If he plays f6, is that bad? Or is it? He's going to put the bishop on e6 on e3. I advance, he plays bishop e3 anyway. That's his trick. And then I don't have those ideas. If I allow him to play bishop e3, but what if I play knight now? But I block my queen again, right? I was just worried she'd be blocked. If I play rook to d1 now, which is one of the moves that seems to lose according to the position, he'll play bishop e3 pins the knight. Yeah, that knight gets kind of bad there, right? It gets kind of bad. The knight gets kind of awkward. And if I play knight to g4, I stop that. But on the other hand, I totally block my queen. I totally block my queen. And if I play king to h1 now, to then bring the rook, so what if he plays that? Whenever I play knight to g4, this spot falls, right? Can I take it then? No, wait a minute. Bishop to e3, knight to g4, queen takes, but you have some mating threats here. Queen takes e4, then I take the bishop. And he can play. Maybe rook to g6, that's pretty crazy, right? Attacking here. Look, live. Duckfish doesn't mess around, right? If I move forward, he's going to throw that. It's written in the stars. Do I need to return the quality? Queen f3. He plays this rook for pawn, for queen, for life, which continues. Queen f3, right? If I play this and he plays bishop e3, I take and he takes. And now, yeah, I'll have to play queen f3. I'm concerned that the pawn on e4 will be weak. The pawn on e4 gets really weak here in this position. Because the idea is that when he plays here, I'll really have to sacrifice because his move there was very strong. He put too much pressure on me. I have to take it. I can't allow two passed pawns, right? I'll take it with a rook. Rook, I have this. That's crazy. I can't do this, right? Now he's threatening here, right? I see. It was good. That's cool, Malandrino. That pawn will promote since the bishop supports it, right? I play this to make a cut. I attack the pawn. He takes, I take, he advances. I bring the rook. And I'm going to try to win this pawn. I can't leave this pawn. I'll play this move and return the exchange. He moves, I move, he advances. Rook to c1. He didn't even want it, right? Now I'm going to play this one. That one doesn't work, right? Rook to c3, he promotes. He plays really well, doesn't he? How cool is it to have an earring on duty? I never mess around on duty. Horse d3 to protect there. Horse d3 and bishop a6, I retreat. I play this. He promotes. Then I take. Bishop takes. Rook to c6, bishop takes queen c3 only with both at the same time, right? Does that work? If that works, okay, I'll play this one. He takes, I take, he promotes, I restore quality. I sacrifice there, right? Now, if I play this and he promotes right away, I take with a rook. Bishop takes, rook takes on c6, bishop takes on c6. Queen to c3 attacks both. There's a defense. Is there a defense or not? There isn't, right? But if he played it, there must be something, right? StockFish doesn't mess around. It doesn't make pointless moves. Rook to c3, he moves, I capture. There must be a tactical move I'm missing, right? I play, he promotes, I take. Takes with the bishop. Rook takes bishop on e. Queen to c3 attacks the bishop. Attacks the bishop. Yeah, that's life. Otherwise, I'll have to play knight. Knight to d3, I'll have to play this. That's crazy. Okay, and now? Are you really going to promote? Hey, are you calculating? Oh, you played that card? Oh, that's a really strong one. That's way too strong. Your tome is falling here, right? Wow, that's really strong. Your tome check, the king moves out. He's promoting here. Actually, he's going to take the rook first and then promote, right? Oh. The rook is pinned, right? And the knight can't defend. Knight, you're no help to me at all. This colt. It's here. I think it popped up, right? Your checkbook, it's here. It popped up. It popped up big time? Yeah, it turned out high quality and stylish, right? StockFish plays really well. This is it. I'm dying here, throwing in the towel. It's over. It was an interesting match. His sacrifice here was great. Very interesting too, right? I thought he'd play d3, but he already planned to play c3. Now that I see it, the bishop supports the pawn's promotion square here, right? Interesting game. But we gave up. It didn't work out today. Well, guys, if you like this video, go ahead and leave a like. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, subscribe down below. It's really quick and easy. And see you in the next videos, guys. Thanks.